YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Jacob. Savannah News TV. Remy Leke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here to my fellow viewers across the globe. Right now we are 7:30 a.m. Nigerian time, and we are celebrating Women's Day today. I say Happy Women's Day to all our mothers, brothers, our mothers and sisters across the globe. I say Happy Women's Day to all women out there. From Savannah News Television, we wish all our women the best in all their endeavors. They will continue to be the mothers they used to be to us, the husbands and the children. Happy Women's Day to all the women folks across the world. Thank you. Having said that, we now have to go to today's usual program. News review. What is going on in Nigeria? And first on the list here, as usual, we pick on the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper. Governors dump Buni, back Bello as confusion reigns in APC. I said it earlier. I said APC is in a serious dilemma. They are in serious problem. I don't know Buni's position. I have Buhari's blessing. That is coming from the Niger State Governor, Alhaji Bello. Buni remains chairman. Governors behind him on treatment abroad. That is coming from one of the aides of Buni. No change of leadership in APC, declares caretaker panel secretary. You can see the ruffle fight that is happening in that party. This is talking from this place, this is talking from this angle. And it's not unconnected with the coming convention, how to have a substantial chairman. That is why all this is happening. And I hope this will not swallow the party finally. I hope it won't swallow the party finally. On the front page of the Punch, we can see the picture of the disgraced Abba Kyari. Drug rings. Kyari orders remanded. Co-accused plead guilty. I can see women, two women sandwich him. I'm sure maybe that is the wife. Maybe he has two wives. Nobody knows because he's a Muslim anyway. But two women sandwich him, as he was coming down from the court premises, the disgraced Deputy Commissioner of Police. I, my brother's widow, offered 120 million for settlement. That is coming from the slain OAU student sibling brother. He said that they wanted to settle him with 120 million. Confusion as assailants killed, born another Ogun monarch. Ogun State now, wow. Ogun State is just in turmoil. I don't know. There's no day you open this thing, you know, hear something from Ogun State, Ogun State, Ogun State. There is turmoil. Another monarch killed, burnt another monarch. Another monarch burnt. About 2 or 3 months ago, a monarch was burnt in his car. Osun PDP, Ogunbiyi attacks Ayu, Adeleke, quits Eda endorsed Babayemi. Adeleke quits. We will get the full story in as time goes on in the read paper. Igboho can't leave Benin Republic despite release. Once again, we say congratulations to all Oduduwa descendants for the freedom of Chief Sunday Igboho, and we will say a big thanks to the 2 professors from the southwest of Nigeria. I'm referring to Professor Banji Akintoye and Professor Shoyinka. The 2 of them play a very significant role in the releasing of Chief Adeyemo Sunday Igboho. So it was a jubilation throughout the Yoruba land yesterday for when we heard about the release of Chief Sunday Igboho. I'm sure he met the Nigerian government. He hit them unaware of his release because they're not aware that he will be released soon. I wonder where the like of Femi Fani-Kayode will be now. These are the moles that sold Sunday Igboho out to the federal government. Missing ladies' corpse recovered. BRT driver arrested. Lawyer tackles Lagos. Yes, that you are aware the BRT driver has been arrested, and when we watch his clip where he was explaining, he thought he was talking to fools, but we are not fools at all. He thought we were talking to fools. We are not fools. Even a 10-year-old child listening to him, we know that it was a cock and bull story from this murderer driver of BRT. And again, another clip came out just a few hours ago where he claimed that he assaulted the girl, that he raped the girl. He has confessed that again. And as we said, he will continue to, by the time the hand of the security operatives touched him very well, the truth will come out very soon, just in a matter of days. We are still on the front page of the Punch. NNPC moved to acquire federal government's power plants meets BPE. All these are just recycling. NNPC is in shambles. The power plant, they just want to make money again from Nigeria, because reason the price of barrel of crude has increased, so they are looking for where to expend those money again. That is what they are looking for, avenue to steal those money. That's what they are looking for. They are coming with all this window dressing investments. Custom bow to pressure, suspend evaluation of imported vehicles. Good. National Assembly may suspend Electoral Act amendment sought by Buhari. The National Assembly, they are not, they don't even know their left from their right. Sorry to say, they are just bunch of people that are just being dogmatic. Anything the president says, they follow. They don't know their left from their right. The National Assembly, they don't know. Especially the Senate, they don't know. Nothing. Nada. And Lawan is just there as a stooge for Buhari and his co-travelers. We all knew how he became the Senate president. So there is nothing good we should be expecting from these people. Nothing. Federal inland revenues, other revenue collection cost rises by 49%, hit 329 billion naira. That is scary. So now, still on this the inner story now, the Punch proper. My son traumatized, can't testify, student's father. That is, you remember the Doen issue, the Doen saga about the boy that was Sylvester that died. Samuel Inyang, the father of one of the students alleged involved in the death of 12-year-old Sylvester Oromoni, a pupil of Doen College, Lekki, Lagos, on Monday told a coroner that his son could not testify before the inquest because he was suffering from paroxysm. Maybe the medical people will get that, or my viewers can go and check the dictionary for that. Anambra hoodlums disarm vigilante, police deploy detective. Anambra has been in the eyes of the storm for a long time. 2 Ekiti youngsters land in prison for stabbing mediator. You get that on page 4 of today's Punch newspaper. 3 arrested for killing Niger returnee soldier in Rivers during argument. 3 arrested for killing. That is serious. This one again from Nasarawa. Nasarawa community protest 8-month outage. Slam power firm. Just 8 months. They should come to Ondo South and come and see what they are suffering for the past 10 years of no light. They are only just 8 months. And they will not agree, but our own people are so, I don't know how to call it. They are so soft that they can't even air their view. Just 8 months. There is a protest now going on in Nasarawa. 8 months for power outage, where in a Kale land, in Ilaje land, Ondo South in general have been in darkness for 10 years and nobody is talking. Still on the Punch newspaper, we have this again. Foundation sensitize youth on good governance. A non-profit organization, ANAP Foundation, has said it will continue to sensitize Nigerian youth to ensure good governance through the Go Nigeria initiative. The founder of the group, that is Mr. Atedo Peterside, disclosed this in a statement on Monday. That's a good one. How I wish our youth will listen that to this clarion call, that if you are a youth, you form the chunk of the voting strength in Nigeria, so you can decide who want to govern you. But the same youth we have are the one that will be following the old people, working for them, campaigning for them, instead of them to work for their own youth. When you are working for them, campaigning for them at your age, that you are supposed to even contest yourself, when do you think you will be ripe to contest election? When at your age, at 30, when you ought to be vying for a position, to be contesting for by yourself, contesting for position, that is meant for you as a youth. You will be supporting a 60 years old person, a 70 years old person, a 55 years old person, a 65 years old person for that same position that is supposed to be what you are supposed to be vying for as a youth. You will be the one that will be following those old men behind at the back, on their back, following them, campaigning for them for a position that ought to be meant for you as a youth. Not until our youth have put on their senses. Not until our youth put on their senses. You'll be supporting somebody when right from cradle, right until you go to 18 years, 20 years, 30 years, you are still supporting that same person. When will you be liberated? Our youth cost to be on the back seat. Why can't you be on the driver's seat? Must you be supporting somebody that you knew from cradle that person has been in position, and you are still supporting that person to tomorrow? Are you sensible at all? That is the question. Drug ring. Abba Kyari orders remanded. Co-accused plead guilty. Let us read this one for a while. There was a mild drama at the Federal High Court, Abuja, on Monday, when two co-defendants of the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, pleaded guilty to the hard drug trafficking charges against them. However, despite their guilty plea, they were ordered to be remanded in the custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency till Monday, March 14, when the application for their bail will be heard. While Kyari and three co-defendants who are police officers pleaded not guilty to the entire 8-count charge, the two civilians, Chibuina Umeibe and Emeka Ezewan, pleaded guilty to the 5th and 6th, 7 charges where their names appear. That case is what we call a celebrated case, and we are following it with keen interest. It's unfortunate or fortunate that Abba Kyari is begging the court that he should not be remanded in prison. That is, it's okay being in custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. How time flies! This is the same man that will carry his culprits, I call them now, torture them and all those stuff. But the reason why Abba Kyari refused going to the prison is just simple. If Abba Kyari land any prison in Abuja, I can assure you he will be manhandled, because most of the inmates, they are waiting for him. Those that he has sent to that same prison unjustly, they are all waiting for him. Those that he has connived with and he went behind to jail them, they are all waiting for him. That is what Abba Kyari is running for in prison. He doesn't want to go to that prison, because if he gets there, I am telling you, they will manhandle him. They will give him what you call VIP first class treatment. They are waiting for him. The inmates, they say he should come. He should come. If he enter prison, they will batter the hair out of him. That is rank has been removed from him now. He's no longer a DCP. He's no longer a commander of IRT. He will now go and meet those criminals that he himself put in prison. They are waiting for him, and he cannot escape it. He cannot be given bail. He's just disturbing. They're just marking time and disturbing themselves. There's no judge that will give him bail on this type of magnitude. So definitely, I'm sure he will end up being remanded in the prison custody, and I'm sure he will end up being battered. You will hear the news very soon. You will hear it. March 14th is close here. He will be there, and I'm sure he will be battered. He will be battered. That is to tell you that God, look, don't think because you are in a position today, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. If they have told Abba Kyari last year that he will be paraded, he will be in court for all these things, you will say it's not possible. Because Abba Kyari was was one time the most influential police officers in Nigeria. They fear him. Even AIG fears him. This is the guy that politicians have used for dirty jobs. He kills people. It's the blood of the people he has killed that is now chasing him, and that blood will not leave him until he sent him to life imprisonment. If we in Savannah News, we have checked all his details. If you see his properties, you'll be marveled. Abba Kyari's property. But there is law in Nigeria that they cannot hide under, they cannot be waived, no matter the connection. He's going to lose all those properties, because any money you get from narcotics, any money you get from drugs and narcotics is to be forfeited to the government. And all those his houses in Abuja, his houses in VGC, his houses in Maiduguri will be forfeited. It's just going to be a long-time battle, but they will all be forfeited, for sure. For sure, they will all be forfeited. Look, Darie just forfeited his building in Abuja just this week. Finally forfeited. See when the battle has started, years back. He's in prison. Forfeited his. So if you think you can be stealing from the people, the long arms of the law will catch up with you, and it will happen. Some of our governors busy stealing, continue to steal. The time will soon come, you will answer for all those money you have stolen from the masses, because the money you are stealing belongs to the masses, it does not belong to you. We won't allow Nigerians to join Ukraine force. That is federal government. ASU attacks El-Rufai over land, demand governors ABU certificate withdrawal. That is coming from ASU. 5 sand excavators trapped died in Kano. May their soul rest in peace. NYC faults Niger over poor facilities in orientation camp. You can get all those full stories on today's Punch newspaper. Candidates can expect wax result in 45 days. That is coming from WAEC. We hope so. We hope so. Still in the Punch newspaper now. This is coming from ICANN president, from the 57th ICANN president, Mrs. Comfort Olu Eyitayo, MNI FCA, is celebrating International Women's Day. ASU Sean renegotiation panel inauguration reports ready June. You can get that story on the Punch newspaper. Politicians sponsoring Southeast crime, accusing ESN of killing. That is coming from IPOP. They say those killing happening in Southeast is not from them. It's from politicians that are sponsoring crimes in those areas. That's what IPOP is saying. Anambra clerics attack boss, alleges intimidation, land grabbing, resigns. A cleric, Reverend Canon Lumen Christi Ebo, has resigned as an ordained priest of the Anglican Communion in Anambra State. The priest made his resignation public in a press conference in Oka on Monday. He alleged that some forces in the church has caused his wife to abandon him and was sheltering her at an unknown location. Christendom. A lot is happening. And this one now is a big advert. 65 Jubilee gallants to Professor Yemi Osinbajo. GCFR. They are celebrating the vice president on his 65 birthday anniversary today. The man is 65 today. That is how time flies. This is coming from another one. Monarch, Bishop, Carpet, federal government. Governors on rising southeast killings. 104 upgraded Kogi Monarch get staff of office. That is coming from Lokoja. That is coming from Lokoja. Yeah, from the Punch newspaper now, we now head to the next paper, to the Tribune. The front caption of the Tribune: Niger governor assumes APC chair, says I have Buhari's blessing. You can see that Buhari is a very terrible person. Buhari will be going to the right. You think he'll be looking at the right, he's going to the left. He'll be looking at the left, he's going to the right. You cannot predict Buhari. That is why I laugh when they are talking about Buhari and Tinubu. I laugh. You don't know where Buhari's mind lies. He has a very deep mind that you cannot read him. That is why we say that we don't know who is backing for the presidency. Whether it's Yemi Osibajo, whether it's Tinubu, whether it's he wants the North to continue, we don't know yet. But it's always coming out with a shocker. If he has not backed Bello, I saw Bello when Bello drove to the APC secretariat. He went to park his car where the national chairman car park is, and he assumed office and he sworn in the 36th state chairman of the party. He can't do that without the nod of the president. And the president was still telling Buni that he's with him. Just few hours. Still on this, Kyari to remain in NDLA custody till March 14. Still on the front page of Tribune, we have the picture of Sunday Igboho, Professor Banji Akintoye. That is where we have it here. We have Soyinka Akintoye, Adeniran secure Igboho's release. We said that earlier. Kudos to this gallant men that stood their ground and make sure justice prevail, despite that the guy has been suffered. This one is coming from Falaye. I was not sacked by IBB for fraud. That is coming from Falaye. You get the full story on the Tribune of today. Obasanjo write about corrupt presidential aspirant, but that is coming from EFCC chairman. I'm still saying they will use that arms of government to stop a lot of aspirants from contesting. You will see the card they are playing. You will see the card they are playing. They will come out with a shocker. When they want to stop you, they will come out with a shocker. The EFCC chairman now is now echoing what Obasanjo said. Who are the aspirants? Who are the aspirants now? The non-aspirant is not person more than Tinubu. And they won't even to stop Tinubu, they will stop him. Within some seconds, they will stop him. So those of you playing politics, you don't know that politics is very deep. They are still calculating. Calculating is going on seriously. Whosoever they want him to contest will contest. If they use the EFCC to stop you for corruption, what will you do? Nothing. You can't do anything. It's for you to go back to your house. If you don't want to go back, you don't want to go to jail. That's even if the allegation is not so weighty to put you behind bars. And that is, you can see the EFCC chairman he just said yes. There are a lot of aspirants who are supposed to answer. I say, but we will still go to that full story as we we go on this matter. You can still see the picture of the vice president. They are celebrating his 65 birthday. FCMB appoint Odege as executive director. Congratulations to you, Odege. I know him very well. Congratulations to the guy. He's a good banker. I know him very well. We are still on the Tribune. This is another big one that is coming from Obi of Onitsha. Other Southeast monarchs. Bishop accused Buhari of ignoring them over insecurity in the zone. The Obi of Onitsha came out and said Buhari has ignored them. You know, there's killings, there's insecurity in Southeast, and he said Buhari. They said the monarch, led by the Obi of Onitsha, they said Buhari is not doing anything about insecurity in the Southeast. I wish to say that it's not only in the Southeast alone, in Nigeria in general. In Nigeria in general. Yeah, actually, let's pick the last one now. It's still on the Tribune. You will see the PDP Osun State Guba election delegate list there displayed. They are all there. All the delegate lists are displayed on that paper. This is a good one. At least everybody will know who the delegates are. Nobody will accuse anybody of bringing doctored list. Still on the Tribune, we'll pick the last one on the Tribune now, and we now call it a day. This is 12 killed, 12 injured in Yobe auto crash. May their soul rest in peace. Their soul rest in peace. Yes, this one is on the Tribune Sport. FIFA. You know Blatter. Blatter blasted away. Blatter was a very strong, formidable force in the round leather game across the world. But now they said Blatter blasted away. Go and read that in the Tribune Sport for full details. But it's weighty. It's very weighty. What is written there, you can only get that when you go to read it in the Tribune. And also we celebrate Fabio Lanipekun, exit of a sport journalism icon. We all know Fabio Lanipekun. We wish him rest. He has stayed well to be celebrated his death. At least he lived a very good life, and the Baba has gone to meet his ancestors. We hear from Savannah News Television. We wish him peaceful rest with the Lord. Having said that, at this junction, we have come to the end of today's news review. We will be bringing on here a personality, a woman of substance to throw more light on the significance of International Women's Day. We are going to bring in a woman of substance on this studio very soon on the next segment. After this news review, we'll come back and we will showcase a woman of substance that will tell us the significance of International Women's Day. Again, from here, I remain Prince Olujimi Adekale. At this junction, we wish all the women across the globe International Women's Day.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct. We are focused. We deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Olujimi Japo. Savannah News TV. I'm a leading witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, happy Women's Day, and there's a breaking news coming to our studio now. It's for the women also. Kudos to the women, victory for the women. House of Representatives bow to pressure. Riskan's decision on gender bills. The House of Rep, they are bow to pressure, and they are having a rethink on decision on their earlier gender bill passed. And kudos to some men and women that fought this with all the vigor. That it's not appropriate that women should be given equal chance. And now today is, I would say, is a double celebration to women in Nigeria as the House of Representatives bows to pressure to have a rethink of the decision they took on the gender bills. They are going to redefine it to favor our women and mothers. They have the same right. They have. We know that some of the women have been given position. They have really disappointed. So also men should disappointed. So they have the same right. They should be given the same right so that they can they can have the sense of belonging. Gone are the days that women are in the kitchen, and I always say it's only a selfish woman that will confine the wife to kitchen or to the house. My wife is a full housewife. Who does that? Who does that? Why should you make your wife a full housewife? Who does that? Nobody. No husband. The wife should be given the leverage to harness her potential. Understand? Encourage your wife for positions. Encourage your wife for endeavors. Encourage your wife for exploits. Who does that? That I say, my wife is your wife. Who is your wife? She's a full housewife. We don't have that any longer. There's nothing like full housewife. There's nothing. If you empower your wife will empower you when the chips are down. Chips are down in the sense that maybe where you want to spend 20 naira, she will bring 5 naira to add to it. Even some bring 10 naira, the 50-50 to add to it. Who does that? Nobody will say my wife is in the kitchen. My wife is a full-time housewife. No. So they have equal rights. So I would say, well, kudos to the House of Rep for having a rethink on the gender bill, the earlier passed or proposed, whatever. But now I'm sure they will go back to their drawing table and involve women fully. Involve women. Women they are one of the best organizers. I can testify to that. I know what I'm talking about. They organize. Women, most men were not organized, but they are the ones that are organizing everything. That is why I call my chief of staff. Good morning from here. Bye for now.